Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Gitasha Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 9th of June. Mexico announces its support for India's bid to join nuclear suppliers group. Maoist factions nationwide strike throws life out of gear in Nepal. And people enjoy Ramadan nights in Old Delhi with Heritage Walk. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi ended his 5-nation tour with a visit to Mexico. India has received crucial support from Mexico in its bid to become a member of Nuclear Suppliers Group, ahead of a plenary meeting of a 48-nation bloc. A report.
In the last leg of his 5-nation tour, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Mexico and held restricted-level talks, as well as delegation-level talks with Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto. In a major boost for India's bid to join the Nuclear Suppliers Group, Mexican President Nieto announced his country's positive and constructive backing for New Delhi's candidature for the Atomic Trading Club.
Celebramos la adhesión que India ha hecho al Acuerdo de París, precisamente sobre cambio climático, y por otro lado, y no por ello menos importante, México reconoce el interés de la India de incorporarse al grupo de suministradores nucleares. Como país tendremos un respaldo positivo y constructivo en este propósito al reconocer el compromiso del primer ministro Modi con la agenda internacional de desarme y no proliferación de armas nucleares.
Mexico's support to India is seen as a crucial development in its bid to become member of the elite group, whose members are allowed to trade in and export nuclear technology ahead of its plenary meeting. During their meeting, the two leaders also explored ways to deepen bilateral cooperation in a number of key areas, including in trade and investment, agricultural research, disaster warning, and solar energy. The two leaders also agreed to promote exchanges between the people of the two countries for better understanding and strengthening of bilateral links in the areas of culture, education, and tourism.
While India is gathering global support for entry into the Nuclear Suppliers Group or NSG, Pakistan too has joined the race. As India's membership bid to NSG got backing from Switzerland, the US and Mexico, Pakistan is also said to have urged Russia, South Korea and New Zealand to support its NSG bid. Pakistan has formally asked the US administration and Congress to support its application for joining the NSG. Pakistan submitted a formal application in Vienna last month expressing its desire to join the group. But the US administration and Congress are both said to be unwilling to support Pakistan. Locals in Pakistan-administered Kashmir have for long suffered at the hands of the corrupt administration. With no government help, the people who have been affected by recent landslides are left to fend for their problems.
Neglect and ignorance by the Pakistan government is not new for the people living in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The recent landslides in Neeli near Hatia Bala district of the illegally occupied region have caused huge damage to the roads and infrastructure. Vehicular movement has been restricted and thousands of people have been affected because of the blockade.
हाइडल पावर स्टेशन है 3.2 मेगावाट का ये पावर स्टेशन है और ये मेन शारा जो वादी लीपा को टच करती है वो मुकम्मल बंद हो गई है और ये पूरी एक तहसील है जिससे तकरीबन 1.5 लाख या कम बेश 1 लाख की आबादी या ये मुतासर है.
Locals stand at risk due to lack of awareness on the dangers of landslides, as there has been no action from the side of authorities. No barricades or warning signs have been put up for the safety of the people.
ये गाड़ियाँ रात से रुकी हुई हैं, तो गौराबाद शर्की के जो लोग हैं वो रफ्ता रफ्ता लोगों को आवाज़ें देकर बताते रहे, बाखबर करते रहे कि ऊपर से स्लाइड चल रही है.
Careless attitude of officials has left the locals with no option but to take control of the situation themselves. Pakistan-administered Kashmir, part of the erstwhile princely province of India's Jammu and Kashmir, was illegally occupied by Pakistan decades ago. Innocent local populations suffer as the Pakistani establishment fails to grant them their basic rights.
Life across Nepal was affected due to the general strike that was called on by Communist Party of Nepal Maoist led by Netra Bikramchand on Thursday. The capital city of Kathmandu saw the effect of the strike as fewer vehicles were seen on roads. People, especially commuters, were hard hit as public transportation came to a standstill. In fear of violence, business, schools and other institutions remained closed. Violent incidents were reported in many parts of the country as CP and Maoist cadres hurled petrol bombs, vandalized and torched vehicles. The party had called nationwide strike demanding release of its arrested cadres. India is spending $60 million on a new supercomputer to modernize its monsoon forecasting system. It will help to generate three-dimensional models to help predict how the monsoon is likely to develop.
The lifeblood of India's economy, the monsoon, has finally arrived, and with it some good news for millions of farmers. Forecasts for the seasonal rains are about to get more accurate. India is spending $60 million on a new supercomputer to modernize its monsoon forecasting system, replacing an old statistical system in use since the British colonial rule. The new system, based on a US model, would use computing speeds of up to 10 times faster to generate 3D models to help predict rain for each state, helping farmers decide the best time to irrigate or apply fertilizer and plan in advance if the rains fail.
So, we will be updating our observational network. At present, the observational network is not very dense to meet that block level forecast. So, our target is to prepare block level forecast for agriculture for next 3 to 4 days. Okay, that is one. Next target is the issuing seasonal forecast, that means June to September what will happen for at the state level.
The June-September rains are relied on to replenish reservoirs, recharge aquifers and for half of all farmland that does not have irrigation. The new system comes as a major boon for the country that is the top producer of commodities like wheat and cotton.
The walled city of Old Delhi in India provides for a culinary and visual delight all year around. But it is especially enchanting during the holy month of Ramadan when its glory reaches its zenith.
The city of Shahjahanabad in Old Delhi comes alive with festive spirit during the holy month of Ramadan. The vibrant nightlife of the walled city can now be savoured in a unique way as authorities have launched an initiative called Delhi Night Walk. Here people will be treated to the panoramic view of Shahjahanabad while feasting on traditional iftar meal comprising of fruits, local snacks and sweets.
रात की जो पुरानी दिल्ली है, जिसे आप मेरे पीछे भी देख रहे हैं, खास तौर से ये जो महीना है रमज़ान का महीना, लोग अपने घरों से आप देख रहे हैं किस तरीके से खाना लेकर परिवार के साथ प्रांगण में बैठे हुए हैं. तो ये एक पुरानी दिल्ली का कल्चर है, यहाँ की खासियत है.
Visitors will get to enter the sacred precincts of the iconic Jama Masjid and witness thousands of people breaking their Ramadan fast with members of their community. The Delhi Night Walk has been initiated with an aim of drawing tourists to the rich cultural and traditional heritage and the mystic charm of Old Delhi.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Mexico announces its support for India's bid to join nuclear suppliers group. Maoist factions nationwide strike throws life out of gear in Nepal. And people enjoy Ramadan nights in Old Delhi with Heritage Walk. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.